To Intuitive Alchemy, where we have alchemy for your mind and magic for your heart. Hello, hello, hello to all. Thank you so much for tapping into the Cadabra channel. How y'all doing? I am super duper relaxed. I got some days off to rest up. I will be finishing the three other readings for Pisces, Aquarius, and Gemini. When's your next sensual seduction, or do you have any blockages series? I had so much fun with that. So much so that I couldn't finish all 12 at once. So, yeah, I'll be finishing up on that soon. So today is Sunday, and I'm doing a check-in with you, but instead of the regular check-in that I've done 2 Sundays before, I have a message. We have a message, and I have notes. Yeah. So, the message has to do with the situation with Cassie and P. Diddy. I am not a celebrity tarot reader or any of that, but I understand that people's situations and what plays out in their lives, the lessons are not only for them to learn, but it's also for us as well, especially if it's catapulted and put on display for the entire world to see. It's not so much about gossip as it's more about, did you get the lesson? The lessons that they're learning played out in real time in front of us are also lessons for us to glean from and also learn from. So, with that being said, I have a download, a message. And it is a two-part message, meaning that there's two different lessons or meanings that I got from the download that I would like to share with the collective. Um, so I will be looking down to read off my notes because I didn't memorize this. I ain't got to when I got a pen and paper. All right, so what can we learn from the Cassie and P. Diddy situation? The download starts with, oh, I didn't do the definitions. Dang it. I didn't do the definitions. So we're just gonna wing it because she didn't do the definitions, child. She just said, I got some work to do. Let me go and do this work. But I do have my computer right here with me. So, and we're not rushing this. We're not rushing this because I really want to be thorough with giving this message. I think this message is so dang on good, and I'm not going to shortchange how I deliver this message. So just bear with me looking up the definitions that I need to look up to go along with the message because she didn't do that before she got up on here, and she was told to do that, and she didn't do that. And if y'all see smoke, that is me burning some dragonwood incense, as well as some camphor. So that's what we be doing. Oh, I need to get that thing off of there. All right. So let me see. So the message starts off with saying, imagine you are the general of not just a team, but an entire military camp. Ooh. Okay, I see why they said that. Okay, so this military camp is your own personal why am I saying military camp? Let me see what that definition is. Okay, so not military camp, militia. Ooh, I really like that definition for this message. All right, so that is good. Man, that goes with everything. Wow. Okay. So may have to redo this video. Or should I keep going? All right, so imagine you are the general of not just a team, but an entire militia. Wow. And the reason why I'm like so shocked right now with looking up the definition of militia is because I first heard military, but as I through the message, I also heard militia. And now it makes so much sense because the message that I got about a week or so ago, it was about receiving and receiving ancestral enforcements. And I hope that makes sense. It just means that you have your regular ancestral team that you're familiar with, that you know, and then now you have your enforcements that's being added to your not regular, y'all. Ain't nothing regular about no ancestral team. That's being added to your regular ancestral team. Now, the reason why I'm just like kind of blown by that is because the definition of militia is a military force that is raised from the civil population to supplement a regular army. So that actually confirms the message I got last week, which I didn't share because it was a personal message, as well as it was a personal message not only for me, but for also some people connected to me that I shared with them as well. So, y'all love doing this stuff in real time. That's why I be doing these videos. Because when I go live, I don't tell them what's going to happen. All right, let me get to it. All right, so imagine you are the general of not just a team. So you're not just the head of your regular ancestral team, but now you are also the general of a militia, which is a team added to supplement the team you already have. Okay? So imagine that you are in control, that you are the leader, that you are the co-creator of what you want to happen, and this is your team. You not only have a team, but you also have a militia. So you have a team, and then you have a team that supplements, that reinforces the regular team. Okay? I can't snap my left hand, so. Okay? All right. Oh, that's so good. It's good. All right. Everything that you say, they are obedient to. Everything that you say, they're obedient to. Every direction that you declare with your mouth, they hear it and they do it. If you say you want something, they do it. It's done. If you say you want to get out of a situation, it may take time, but they work endlessly on your behalf. And it's done. This is your team, your militia, okay? Working on your behalf. If you say that you'll never go back to this again, or you'll never see this person again, or you don't want to see this person again, they literally create roadblocks in the spiritual realm so that that connection never happens again. Like, this is how powerful your word is to your team. Okay? I want you to imagine being such a powerful leader working with your spiritual militia, so your spiritual team, okay, that has just got reinforcements. Man, I hope y'all catching this. I don't know if I should. All right, they told me just to keep going. Okay, those that get it. Okay. Now the meaning of my channel, kadabra. Kadabra is a word that's used by magicians. It starts with a C, but I switched it to a K. So kadabra literally means that as we speak, so it is. And they want me to reference that because they want you to truly understand how powerful your words are. They want you to truly understand how powerful your throat, activating your throat chakra and the words that you speak, like how powerful it is to be able to speak, and to not only speak, to speak to your team, your militia, and they do exactly what You order what you declare, what you say. Okay? Now, let me dial back and remind you that this is going somewhere in relation to the situation with P. Diddy and Cassie. It is. I'm going to bring it all together, but just hang out, okay? All right. So they're saying that when you are given an opportunity to leave a situation, oh, they said that when you are given an opportunity to leave a situation physically, that is still not over. There are layers of energetic alignments, such as the mindset that got you there and kept you there, that need to be separated. Oh, God, I hope y'all are catching what I'm saying. I don't know why I feel like what I'm saying may go over some people's head. No shade. But I'm going to hold to what they're telling me is that those that this resonate with, maybe you'll get chill bumps when I'm talking, that this message is definitely for you. And if you don't, if what I'm saying sounds like gibberish or sounds like just blah, 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 this ain't your message. And it's fine. It's not your message. I'm going to be making more uploads. This just ain't your message. All right. So they're saying that when you physically disconnect from a situation that did not work out for you anymore, that yes, you physically disconnected, but it's not over because you need to be compensated. They said that this is there is a spiritual justice and there's a legal justice. And if you don't enforce your personal militia to act on both. Wait, what? Oh, so okay. So they're saying if you don't enforce your personal militia to act on both. Oh, okay. If you don't enforce your personal militia to act on you receiving spiritual and legal justice, you will stay in agony until you have been made whole. Did y'all get that? Okay. So they're saying that you are the general of your militia. Okay? You're the general. You are here in physical form. Your militia is surrounding you in spiritual form. Okay? Now, your militia is the supplement to the team you already have. Okay? So you have a team and you have a militia and you are the general. Okay? And they're saying that, yes, you can leave situations that don't serve you. You can leave them physically. You should leave them physically. But do know that that situation is not over because you need to be compensated. How do you need to be compensated? You need to be compensated with either spiritual justice. Oh, they saying both. Spiritual justice and legal justice, one or the other, but they really want you to go for both. Okay? They're saying that it's your choice to remain silent in what's due to you, meaning, yes, you can leave. And if you choose not to go after being made whole or being compensated, that's your choice. And you will be respected for that. But they're saying that it's only right for you to be made whole. It's only right for you to be made whole. They're saying that don't let other people's opinions, fear, confusion, or etc. stand in your way. If you want to be made whole, they saying speak that. Speak it. Speak what you want to happen. Speak how you want to be made whole. Speak it. Say it. Okay? So that's part one. That's part one. Okay. Part two. Part two, the second part of this message is The things that people use to manipulate you, to trap you, and place you in bondage are the very things. Wait, let me hold it up. Are the very, like, that make a difference. I still gotta look down. Okay. All right. The very things that people have used to manipulate you, to trap you, and place you in bondage are the very things that also have a hold on them. Okay? The very things that people use to try to manipulate you, trap you, and place you in bondage are the very things that also have a hold on them. And they said, do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. I am just a messenger. They're saying that in order to be a trickster, you have to know the tricks, become the tricks, to execute the tricks. Okay? I'm going to say it again. In order to be a trickster, you have to know the tricks and become the tricks to execute the tricks. But one day will come when you will no longer have control and you will indeed be the one that has been tricked. Now, they end this second part with saying, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Y'all know that Bible scripture. I did not go look and see. Well, I could do it right now. I can pull up where the verse is. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Hold on, y'all. Because they also want me to talk about the word vengeance. It's not, it has nothing to do with violence. It has nothing to do with harming other people as well. And that was one of my concerns that I talked to them about with this message. It's like, you know, I'm not an advocate for violence of any type. I am an advocate for wholeness. All right. So the phrase is mentioned in Deuteronomy 32:35. It is 32:35. Wow. So even me looking up this verse, it says, "Vengeance is mine," says the Lord. It refers to God's retributive justice for those who seek to avenge themselves. And that's where you have a decision to make. You have to decide, is me physically leaving this situation enough? Or do I also deserve to be recompensated? Do I also deserve retribution? And this is not just about you. This is, oh my God, I got another message. This is also about even your ancient ancestors who deserve retribution. Oh my God. And the reason why they show up as your militia right now is because they do deserve retribution. Woo. All right, let me read the rest. It means that God will give justice to his children when needed, and his fierce anger blazes like devouring fire. It is a reminder to never take your own vengeance, but to leave room for the wrath of God. Now, which is the reason why you have your team. Now, the definition for vengeance is retribution. Retribution does not have to do with getting more than you deserve, or simply put, retribution has to do with being made whole. It means that if I was in some type of situation where I incurred a loss and it wasn't my fault, it means that I'm taking that person to court, non-violence. I'm taking that person to court to be compensated for my financial loss that I incurred because of their actions. Okay? So that's what I mean by retribution, is being made whole, incurring a loss. It means that, oh wait, no, I got another note. Hold on. All right, so they're also saying that for some, this retribution does have to do with a house. I see a white and yellow house, or a white and a yellow house, or maybe two houses. I see vehicles, personal items like jewelry that were taken. Um, I'm trying to read my notes, Chad. um, friends and that treated. I see people that had to leave behind family and friends, people they were close to, because they were not being treated. Um, they weren't treated with love. I literally see like a group of people gossiping about this person, and this person just chose to separate themselves. They didn't even start any drama about what they heard. They didn't even start any drama about what they found out about these 4 or 5 group of people that were talking about them. They just left the situation. They left the connection. And that's the part of retribution that I'm also speaking about. Like, yes, it does have to do with material retribution, but it also has to do with spiritual retribution. They go in to say that when you take the time to do the work and release the tears, that when you release the tears, that you give room for added courage and confidence to move on your behalf. Now, this part of the message applies to those who are going through divorce, those who are going through some type of separation. It has to do with marriage and relationships. They're encouraging you to do the work to be spiritually compensated. Because what happens is when you are separating yourself from relationships that you have intertwined yourself with, you do have to go through the work of the hurt and the pain and the separation, and getting to know your new identity, because who you were in that relationship no longer exists. So they're saying that in doing that work, you receive spiritual retribution. It could, yes, be in the forms of healing, but it also could be in the form of having a new perspective. It could also go in the form of being wiser than you were before. Okay? They're saying that this is the time to call forth retribution. And they're saying, of course, if you have, like I had a concern about, violence, and they're saying you could absolutely add no harm done to none. You just want to be compensated. They're saying that retribution removes the impact of what the harm caused. Okay? So, when you are harmed by the actions of others, they're saying the reason why we encourage you to call forth retribution is because it's going to remove the impact of what that harm caused. Some of you, now this message applies if you went into debt. Oh, they're saying if you went into severe debt, if you went into poverty, and if you had to go to a shelter. They're saying if this applies to you, that is also one of the reasons why you need to call in retribution, so you can be made whole financially, as well as in other areas of your life. Is there more? All right. And they end this message with a song. And the song is The Big Payback by James Brown. The Big Payback. I don't know if I can play this song on this video. I don't know, but I am going to look up the lyrics and I'm going to see what the lyrics are. So I know that was a lot, and it was a two-part message. Big payback, big payback. Okay, big payback. I love James Brown. I when I was a little girl, I was on a little pom pom cheerleader team, and I remember being, I think I was like 5 years old, and I got to dance for at the Chicago Bulls Stadium, basketball. Oh, United Center. It's United Center. I got to dance. Um, at the United Center uh, while the Bulls played. And I want to say that song was a James Brown song that we danced to. Yeah, I was real little too. Anyways, um, ooh, all right. So the lyrics to this song is, "I'm mad, got to get back. I need some get back." That's him declaring retribution. I need some get back. He says, "You get down with my girlfriend, that ain't right. Hollering, cussing, you want to fight. Payback is a thing you got to see. Never doing, hell, never do any damn thing to me. You sold me out for chicken change. They had it all arranged. You had me down, and that's a fact. But you got to get ready for the big payback." My eyes are tearing up for real, for real. That's where I land for the big payback. I can do wheeling, I can do dealing, but I don't do no damn squealing. I can dig rapping, I can dig scrapping, but I can't dig that backstabbing. I'm getting so emotional right now because a lot of you all were betrayed, like for real, for real. And it's retribution time. Now I'm going to bring this all 360. So you have the first part of the message being about calling in retribution, and you have the second part of the message talking about the actual person that laid the tricks because they knew the tricks, and then they became the tricks, and then eventually they end up tricked. Okay, that's the second part. um I don't know how y'all feel about this message. I don't know how this resonates with y'all. I don't know what the impact of this message is going to be for those who view this message. I don't know if this message is going to be impactful a year from now. I don't know. I just know that this is a message that I got to give to the collective. I don't know if you all are on the fence about how to handle a situation after you physically removed yourself from a situation. I don't know. Oh, one other thing. That's what I want to add. They're saying that this message also applies if you cannot release what has happened. If you have a hard time letting go of what has happened, this message applies to you. I don't know what that said, girl. I wrote it and I can't read it. What? Oh, so they're also saying that, okay, let's say years ago you had aspirations about a certain dream or goals or skills that you wanted to increase and work on. And because these things happened to you, that it caused, because remember I mentioned poverty, I mentioned losing a house. So you lost your stability. You lost what happened to you placed you in survival mode. Okay. So when you are in survival mode, you're not thinking about, how to get my big break. You're not thinking about the art that you need to create. You're not thinking about writing that book. You're thinking about how to survive. And they're saying that because they're literally showing me propelled, like a ferry. has those things that turn around that move the boat. That's what I see. So they're saying because you were propelled into survival mode, that you literally, and this don't mean nothing because y'all can't read this, but these are some of my notes. You literally were propelled into survival mode, that you either forgot about these aspirations and dreams that you had. Like I just mentioned when I was a little girl, how I used to dance on the cheerleading team, and I forgot all about that. So there's things that you forgot about that you wanted to become, that you wanted to do. And they're saying that if you are that person that forgot who you wanted to become or who you were, this message applies to you. And they're saying that you calling in retribution will make you whole in making you remember who you are. Making you remember how you used to paint, how you used to come up with great ideas for books. I even see somebody working on a car. Like if it was your dream to have like a mechanic store, a mechanic shop, that dream is still there, that it's still possible to do that. So they're saying that retribution will propel you into accomplishing that dream, that goal. Because the opposite of that is when the harm was done to you, it propels you in the opposite direction of survival mode. So that when you call forth retribution, it's going to propel you. Okay, what's the opposite of survival mode? Thriving mode. It is going to propel you into thriving, into what you came here to do. Woo! Okay, I'm all raspy and stuff. Good Lord. This message is just... Baby, this was a message. This was a whole message. So, I'm going to end it right there because I done said everything I need to say. Okay, I done said everything I need to say. Everything they told me to say. That's what I said. Okay. They weren't playing. You see all these notes? They weren't playing. So, again, the energy behind this message is a situation with Cassie and P. Diddy. She left the... Thank you so much. They're showing me how to wrap this up. Oh, so... So yes, the energy behind this message is a situation with P. Diddy and Cassie, because yes, she left the situation. She physically left the situation, okay? She moved on. She got married. She started a new family. But she still couldn't let it go, okay? She still couldn't energetically let it go. Not only her, but her team, okay, would not allow her to energetically let it go until retribution occurred. Now, right now, currently in this case, she received financial retribution. Okay, remember I talked about the house, the cars, going into debt, and she was made whole financially. And I'm going to tell you that she's one of the people that is not only seeking financial retribution, she's also seeking spiritual retribution as well. And what I feel is that she has acquired spiritual retribution because she found the courage and the confidence to move forward to demand also financial or legal retribution. It takes confidence and courage to seek legal retribution. And I'm not saying spiritual retribution is easier. It's just that spiritual retribution is not put on display. It's not out for the public to criticize and talk about and have judgment on. Whereas when you are putting yourself out there for legal and financial retribution, it's for the whole world to see. It's all on display. And you have to have confidence and courage to do that and to stand strong. So, yeah, that's how I want to wrap it up is let P. Diddy and Cassie's situation encourage you to also seek your form of retribution. And it's not just about you. It is also about your ancient ancestors who also deserve retribution, who are also here with you. And this ain't for everybody. If you ain't got no ancestral altar, I'm not talking about you. Okay? If you don't commune with your I'm not talking to you. Not. This does not apply to you, okay? This is an ancestral message for people who are already in contact, in tune, and support their ancestors and allow their ancestors to support them. That's who I'm talking to. Okay? Okay. This is not a message to encourage you to get started with your. That ain't this message. If you have not been in contact with your team, this ain't your message. And don't try to make this be your message. This ain't your message. Okay? These are for people who have already established themselves with their benevolent ancestral team. These are for people who have gotten hints or clues or have felt a shift in their connection with their team. And what I'm getting to is if you felt some type of increase, I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. In your coverage, in your messages or anything like that, I'm talking to y'all. It is retribution time. No harm done to none. And I hope that, girl, we ain't saying hope. We're not using that word. We're not using that word. No, we're not. Your retribution comes in with ease and grace and with all of the sweetness that you deserve. Thank you so much for tapping into Kadabraintuitive Alchemy. It is 37 minutes in. I think this has been my longest video. Thank you for finishing out the video. If this resonates, ashe to your team for entrusting me to deliver this message to you. Ashe to the divine. Ashe to the great mother. You are so loved. You are so loved. And you are so supported. And I know that it's been really hard to get over these challenges. I understand all of the blockages and roadblocks. I literally see somebody turning to the left, right in front, and everywhere around them, it was all blocked off. And to that, I just want to say, but you made it. You made it, and you found a way. And baby, if this message is your message, oh my God, your life is amazing. And I know you may not feel like it is right now, but it is. It is. I'm seeing someone open up a white envelope, and I'm seeing a flower blossoming. So that means for me that I don't know how to say that word. Enveloping? Enveloping? Is that a word? I don't know. Your life is enveloping. So envelope, enveloping. So it's unfolding, it's blossoming into all. It's enveloping. All right, bye, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like the video so others can see this video. Hit your notification bell so that you are aware of when I post. Thank you so much for your support.